Hello and welcome back to Stop Hannah Time. I hope you are all having a lovely day and you had a lovely weekend. I spent most of the weekend alternating between writing letters and then playing iPad games, both of which I'll tell you a little bit about today so that you're in the loop. We'll kick off with Advent, I think. So firstly, thank you to everyone who's sending stuff. Don't mind the police sirens outside. They're not coming for me. It's fine. Now, there's so many of you that, good God, like I couldn't show everyone, but I wanted to show these two on camera especially because they're pretty freaking awesome. Now, the first one, I'm going to try and avoid doing names or specific details because I get that there's a lot of personal information in here. So, yeah, bear with me. But this is basically from Rhiannon and friends. She's gathered together a group of friends from Facebook and Reddit who wanted to write positive messages for the Yogscast in general. And she sent that in at Christmas with a letter. And yeah, it's really, really lovely because it's basically for all of us and saying how we have impacted people's lives. And you know who you are if you got involved in this. So thank you very much. I will make sure this goes round the office. Yeah, as I said, I won't read specifics out, but it's very lovely and everyone will appreciate it. So thank you very much. It's a very thoughtful enterprise. Yeah, and it'll go upstairs and then we can all read it. So thank you very much to Rhiannon and everyone else who's involved in it. And then the second thing is from a very familiar face, at least to me, who's Christopher Straver, who does artwork. Now, you may already be aware he does do videos like speed drawings, so it may be that already these speed drawings exist on YouTube, in which case I will try and put a link in the video description. But every year, I say every year, I can't remember when we started this enterprise. I've got a Black Flag one, but let's say for argument's sake, from Black Flag onwards, he has sent me drawings of assassins. Now, he showed up at one of the conventions this year with a portfolio which included some Game of Thrones characters, and everyone at the signing booth was like, holy shit. So, as usual, he has continued being amazing and has drawn me the Fry twins. This is with pencil. And they're amazing. So I'm going to have to find some way of framing them. I need to redo Edward anyway because he's in a different frame to everyone else. But these are amazing. Thank you as usual, Chris. And I will reply to you off camera, obviously. But yeah, I thought I'd show those because once again, dude, stunning art. And I'll see if I can find it. If not, hopefully he'll do a little comment in the video comments. And you guys can find him, but I'll see what I can do. I'm sure I've got his channel somewhere, so I'd found it. But yeah, thank you very much to Rhiannon, Chris, and anyone else who sent amazing stuff. These are barely scratching the surface of how much amazing stuff you guys have sent in. And I'm not just talking about swag. I'm talking about, actual really lovely written letters, artwork, just lovely little things. So thank you to everyone. In terms of how Advent is going, I am getting there. I will let you know on Stop Hannah Time when I'm done with Advent. I'm getting there. I'm definitely getting there now. So I'm just got to power through. But thank you to everyone. And yeah, don't panic if you haven't got a reply by now. It might still be I'm getting to you. So, moving on from that, let's quickly chat about the iPad games that I said I played this weekend. If you want to pick them up and try them out, you totally can. We have got 4 games. 4 games this week. I know that's quite a lot. We have Prune, which is, pruning plants. That's a game that I actually played over Christmas, but I forgot to tell you guys about. Very simplistic art style, but a lot of fun. We also have Lara Croft Go, which is the obvious choice for a Tomb Raider fan. It's turn-based, Lara Croft, basically. And there is, of course, XCOM Enemy Within, which is the mobile version of Enemy Unknown. It costs £8. It's all right. I bought it because I wanted to do some training some training for XCOM 2. It's going awfully. I've died, I've lost everyone about twice, 3 times. I've restarted twice as well, and that didn't help me. But if you're into XCOM, maybe try it. My only complaint about it is that placement, so choosing where you want to move to, can sometimes be a bit clunky, especially if you're going between 2 different floors. Sometimes the map bugs out and it does this thing where it tries to show you both and it panics. On the whole though, very pleased with it. But as I said, it's £8, so it's quite pricey for a mobile game. Plus you will also need all the space in the world to install it. Yeah, but pretty fucking cool. So, you know, if any of those games take your interest, go and check them out. Speaking of another game that will maybe capture your interest, did you enjoy Hatoful Boyfriend when it came out? If you did, you might be interested in Oliver Age 24's wonderful new game that is greenlit currently. Basically, a cat dating sim. I'm well up for this. So basically, I said I'd give him a shout out here. I'd also put a link in the video description. So if you did like Hatoful Boyfriend, or you really fucking love cats, then go to the link in the green light and have a look, and if you like the look of it, give it a little vote. You may have noticed as well I have some new channel art, both the avatar and the background cover when you go to the front page of the channel. Both of those have been done by Scribble Tunes. Thank you very much to you, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased about that. They are really good. I liked what we had before. Toots did the one before, and I'm kind of sad that I've gotten rid of it because it's Toots, but it was a bit too cheerful and a bit too Minecrafty in light of everything I've been doing across the channel, you know, with assassins and killings and darkness, no parrots and so forth. So he offered to do another one, and if you can get the full picture, which should still be on my Twitter somewhere, he has fitted in everything. He's fitted in a bit of Mirror's Edge, he's fitted in a bit of X, because I said let's all encompass something that also includes future releases this year so that it's relevant to everyone. So he stuck a bit of Fallout in, he stuck a bit of Tomb Raider in, XCOM's in there's a few Fright Night style ones, there's Clem and Lee, or me as Lee, so oh god, there's me as Lee. But yeah, so it's really, really lovely. So thank you very much, Scribble Tunes. Do go and check that out if you haven't already. And I will put a link to his Twitter in the video description as well. All the links are required today. Holy shit. But yeah, I hope you guys like the new improved, and in theory we'll have it out later this year as a poster. I'm also working with one that Nina's making as well. So there's 2 posters due this year already, and hopefully a bit more new merch alongside that of different stuff as well. Moving on, let's quickly look at the content, just so you guys know roughly what's going on over the next week-ish. I hope you all enjoyed a quick look at the Stanley Parable, and of course Dr. Langerskoff, the Tiger, and the Terribly Cursed Emerald, a Whirlwind Heist. God, that's a mouthful. I enjoyed it quite a lot. I know some people going like, oh, Simon Amstel, how dare you speak ill of him. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like his comedy, but just me. Maybe I need to try his stand-up again and report back. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed that if you did go and check it out. Fallout, I have finally finished. There's about 4 hours left that needs editing down, so I don't know how many videos that will be, because it's Fallout. Sometimes an hour-long video is 4 videos, sometimes it's 2. It just depends on how much bumbling there is, how much similar gameplay there is. So I don't know yet, but I would imagine it'll be finished before XCOM. I've also recorded a full playthrough of Oxenfree, which will be going out over the next few weeks as well, depending on the other content that I slot in around it. We have the livestream highlights from Mirror's Edge, which will probably start tomorrow, actually. But we shall see, because of course we have the Tomb Raider Baba Yaga DLC. I've probably said that wrong. It entirely depends on how she says it, in this instance at least, even if she's butchered it and it's not actually how it's supposed to be said, which is similar to what I've done. So I may swap it all around. The live stream highlights then may not go out for quite some time, or I'll just chuck them out randomly. We'll have to see. It's Mirror's Edge and it's highlights. It's an old game. People were kind of tuning in just to watch me fail, so there's no real time sensitivity on putting that out. You can always go and watch those streams back on Yogs Live if you would like, if you can't wait for the really salty highlights that I think are basically Matt's just edited it down to me just raging. 20 minutes of me going, fuck you! So we shall see. Alongside all that stuff, and I know it's going to be impossible to keep track of all this, so don't panic, but I've also got loads and loads of small indie games, or, you know, games that, things like the Beginner's Guide we could play a little bit of. The new Dragon's Dogma has been highly recommended by a few people. Big game to get into, but we could maybe do a few videos and leave it at that. So yeah, there may be loads of little bits of individual videos, just one-offs looking at different games that are indie. I've been sent quite a few codes by developers recently, so if it's a free code, you may as well have a look and make a video out of it, eh? If it's shit, it's shit. If it's great, then that could be a brand new playlist. It could be that you guys will go, oh my god, for example, like Slime Rancher, which Shin's played. So there's things like that, and there's also a game called Garbage Day, which I feel like I might play just so I can go Garbage Day all the time. The important thing is just to roll with it and be aware that there'll be loads of random bits and bobs over the next month or so, and just let me know what you think. As always, if you like anything you see on the channel, please do like and favourite it, share it with your friends, etc, etc. And if stuff is particularly popular, we can always revisit it, or I can explore that genre in more depth. Anyway, so that is all for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've absorbed some of the information, if not all. Do go and check the video description if you want links to the various different places I've said, like the Perfect Date page, or to Chris's YouTube channel, and so forth and so forth. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week. Have a lovely week. Goodbye.